watching Let's Chat.
Well, there is a great need for foster care families here in the Tennessee Valley. I'm proud to be here this morning with a certain group that helps with that, Camelot Care Centers of Tennessee. Thank you all for coming in today. Hope Thompson and Nikki Winton, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
So talk to me about what you all do.
Yeah, so we are a foster care agency. We also have behavioral health services. So the idea is that when kids come to our agency, when they first enter DCS custody, we're able to put them in a therapeutic foster home who's been trained on trauma, and we can wrap them with any services that they may need.
That's amazing. So what are we seeing with the numbers and the need? Can you speak to that?
Yeah. Absolutely. I can speak to the amount of kids that are in custody
Yes.
right now. I think the number as of a couple days ago was over 8,000 kids across
Wow.
Tennessee. Yeah.
Wow, that's sad.
Yeah.
So resource parent, are you a resource parent?
So I do resource parent support. So
I
what
see,
I
great.
do, yeah, so what I do is I train and license the new foster homes that come in. So I get to teach them all about how to be foster parents, and then I kind of assess if they're ready, and I write their home studies.
So I've heard of opportunities for this, and sometimes like I wonder if I could just submit my name and just get a baby or help, but it sounds like it's a lot more involved than that. Why is the training important for a foster parent?
Yeah, so the training is so crucial because we want to make sure that our families are prepared to take in our kids, mainly because we don't want kids to get into a home and, you know, things to go wrong or anything like that, because we want permanency for our kids. So we really focus on therapeutic training and making sure that our parents are prepared for kind of everything that foster care brings. So helping them learn about the court system and about trauma, resiliency, all of that good stuff.
Talk to me about what a future foster care, or someone who's watching who's like, you know, I've been thinking about this. God maybe put this interview today in front of me. What would you want prospective parents to be aware of coming into a situation like this?
So the main thing is we just want families who are passionate and who are passionate about the foster care system. They love kids, and we really want trauma-informed and therapeutic parents, and also anyone who's interested in teens. We have a huge need for teens. So yeah, parents who love teens, who want to take them into their homes too.
I think that's amazing. So talk to me about why you love doing what you do.
Yeah. I mean, I've been with the agency for over 4 years now. I love the people I work with, and I love stepping into this season with our kids and our families. It's a really rough time for them, and just to have that wraparound support on all ends for our biological families and our children and our foster families, it's very important work, and it's very needed work. So
what services do you all provide? Do you just sort of send the kid to the family and then go away, or are you available all the time? Can you talk to me about that through the process, what you do?
Absolutely. So each client will have a case manager with Camelot and also DCS. So they get double the services, but we're in the home as much as possible, multiple times a week if needed. So we're always on call too, you know, if foster families need support, you know, after hours, someone's always available to help.
Now, how does this turn into an adoption situation, if I can ask about that? How does that work?
Yeah. So there's policies around this. You know, biological families have a certain time frame where they have to complete the plan that's been established, and if that's not completed within a certain time frame, then the children need permanency, and so that's where adoption is then put on the table.
Well, thank you for educating me. So what happens is the children is put into a foster home as an opportunity for the biological parents to sort of get their house in order.
Absolutely.
Could you speak to me about that a little more?
Reunification is always the goal. We want children to be with their families. They desperately want that. But you know, if safety's a concern, which most of the time it is when kids are coming into our care, then we want them to be safe and in a good environment where their needs are being met. But you know, systematic trauma is here, you know, and so we want to be able to support the bio families as well and wrap them with support to get the help that they need as well.
Now, what are the numbers you're seeing with interest from potential parents? Is there an increase or a decrease?
So ever since COVID, we've kind of seen a decrease in the amount of foster homes that we're opening and just the amount of interest. So we always have a huge need, but especially right now, we don't really have enough foster homes for the amount of kids that we're seeing coming into the system. So there's a really big need right now.
Now, other than love and passion for this cause, what does a potential family or potential parents need to sort of present to begin foster parenting?
Right, so the requirements for Camelot, they just have to be 25 years old. We don't have a maximum age. A lot of people say they're too old, but you're not too old, I promise. You do have to pass a physical, but it's pretty simple. We run background checks. You can be single or married. A lot of people think they have to be married, but you don't have to be. You don't have to have any children of your own, so you don't really have to have that parenting experience already.
Right.
Because we're going to help you and teach you kind of how to do those things.
Amazing.
So the first step is just to reach out to us, and we'll talk to you. We'll see kind of if you're ready. We'll talk to you about the kids that you're interested in, and all of that good stuff.
Well, thank you for being here. I hope this interview turns into a success story. And I really love what you all are doing, and I hope your hearts are strong and that this need is met. So thank you for being here today. The CamelotDifference.com. 423-541-4187, and they're also on Facebook, Camelot TN. Go check them out, and thank you all so much for being here today.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful work you're doing.